crazy shit I did tonight. Those would be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for the night. That would be the best therapy for me. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. All the crazy shit I did tonight, those will be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for the night. That would be the best therapy for me. All the crazy shit I did tonight, those will be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for the night. That would be the best therapy for me. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. It's getting late, but I don't mind. 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 It's getting late, but I don't mind.
What's going on, guys? What's going on? Welcome to Mystic Rick's Crypto Picks. I am your host, Rick. Before we get started, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I got some great content for you today. I'm actually about to turn on some music. Hope everybody got a chance to jam while I was building my intro. And of course, let me know if the music is too loud for you guys. Like if you can't hear me over the music. Is that too loud for you guys? What's going on, John? All right, so first of all, we're gonna take a look at what's going on right now with the overall crypto market cap. sitting at $1.4 trillion. Bitcoin sitting in at 637 billion. Price tag of $34,162. Ethereum sitting in second, 259 billion, and it's up for the day, 3.43%, $2,320 now. Got Binance coming in at a nice chunky increase, $323 for the day. Dogecoin still catching hands as well. I mean, Dogecoin has just been getting beat the hell up for like months now. Make sure you guys can hear me all right. All right, that should be good to go. Hey Derek, what's going on? Crescent, what's going on? All right, so before we look at the live charts, I got something to show you guys today, and we're gonna go ahead and dive right in. So again, if you're new, I'm Rick, and welcome to Mr. Rick's Crypto Picks.
Across the country, this is not
and so this is what I use. Obviously, you've seen this chart several times before. You might have seen it on Google. You might have seen it on Ryan Matta's channel. You might have seen it on some of your other traders that are on YouTube. So I chose to take this a step farther. All right, I love pictures and I love to color code stuff, right? Green obviously looks way different than red. And so it helps me a lot by being able to see that. So you have your regular bearish divergence, your regular bullish, and then your hidden bearish and hidden bullish. And then the top category is price. The bottom is your oscillator, whether you're using MACD or you're using RSI. And then up here, obviously you can see if you're setting higher highs on price, but your RSI is setting lower highs, then that's an indication to put in a short. If you're setting lower lows on price, but you're setting higher lows on your oscillator, that is an indicator to go long. Now, does it mean the market can't just flip on you within seconds? No, it doesn't, because that can always happen. Crescent says, do you go through coins, or what's your stream style, brother? Yeah, I go over all sorts of different projects when I'm working the stream. But again, this is more for me, okay? Use what works for you. So what I want to bring up is this is a very rare phenomenon happening right now. Price and RSI have both formed symmetrical triangles. When price forms a double symmetrical triangle with the second time forming lower tops, and consequentially the RSI forms a symmetrical triangle, this is indicative of a major incoming crash. Now, what I mean by that is you can look here on my chart, okay? You have your first triangle and your second triangle separated by an outlier, right? Or it can be called a reaction rally, okay? And so price is trapped in a symmetrical triangle, 1, and price is trapped in a secondary, 2, only separated by a rally or an outlier, okay? These bottom outliers are not really indicative of a pattern, right? So you wouldn't use it for a trend. Now, if you notice going into the symmetrical triangles, right, both base ranges came in from the top, right? Came in from the top, came in from the top. Now, you have RSI stuck in a symmetrical triangle. What does that mean? That means you're setting lower highs on a trend line and you're setting higher lows at the same time, right? This right here is an outlier, right? Because you see we went right back inside of it and we're bouncing off of it. So if RSI goes above 50, aka the halfway line, without immediate resistance, look for BTC to retest 34,750 to 36,000. And credit to Stock Market Info Center for research on this. The chart construct is my own. The reason why I set these colors, because these are different zones, right? You see how this confluence in this red zone? It's a lot of confluence and gets you in a lot of trouble if you don't know what you're doing, especially depending on what time frame you trade off of. So I put over here the red box equals experienced traders only. There's too much confluence for beginner traders. Now, what does this all mean? These two different triangles are setting lower low tops and setting higher high bottoms on both occasions with similar base ranges, similar primary target ranges, right? One to the upside, one to the downside. Now, if the primary target range were to come down outside of this symmetrical triangle, right? So if we break south, this is what the primary target range means, which will be about the 28K. If we go below 28K, this is indicative of the secondary markdown on the macro scale of the run. If it breaks to the upside, it's just a reaction rally to retest the 42 to 45K ceiling. Now, what do I mean by if it goes up, right? You probably say, well, Rick, you said this is indicative of a major crash. It is, right? This is a rare phenomenon in any type of market. What I mean by that is you have to understand that in the cryptocurrency market, you have a lot of stuff going on, right? You have politicians who are creating FUD because they want the price to drop so they can get in, as well as politicians who don't want crypto to be a thing because of their interests, right? Then you have countries who want in, but they produce stories that aren't true, or they try to tell their citizens that they're not going to allow it, meanwhile they're accumulating. And then the flip side of that is your institutions and corporations, right? They'll trick you into selling and then just run the price up with a massive purchase. Now, what actually runs the price up is the FOMO of missing out, okay? Because again, as I spoke in a previous video, if I'm a whale and I purchase $500 million of Bitcoin, I can only move the price 5%, right? But when you hear some of these channels or these moon boys or moon girls telling you, oh, well, such and such is purchasing 100 million or $500 million or 300 million. Well, that purchase can't run Bitcoin to 100,000. Sorry, that's not how this works. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. We are in a massive phenomenon right now, and a major move is coming soon. Okay? And if we hit that, past the primary zone, which I showed here, the primary target zone, if we go past that, that is indicative that we are in our secondary markdown. And it will be the pending retest of phase E of the previous macro accumulation, which is here. Okay? This is your macro accumulation. This is your phase E, which will then confirm for the first, which was 2014, second, third, but for the fourth time in Bitcoin, for my digital asset mountain base aggregation and distribution theory. Now, you're being told to ignore China FUD about Bitcoin. That, oh, it's just a big scam, don't worry about it, China's just up to it, they're in somebody's pockets. Yeah, of course, who doesn't know that China's in somebody's pockets? And who isn't in China's pocket? Right? No shit, Sherlock. However, I'm going to show you that it's not FUD, that it's real. Everything happening with the China mining is real. Telling you to ignore it is an illusion. This is the Bitcoin hash rate over the last few years. Now, if you notice, down here is our 2021. And what do you notice? We had the largest drop in hash rate in just 2 months in Bitcoin's entire history, right? An entire history. When Bitcoin first came out and it was available for mining, you could mine Bitcoin on a laptop. If your graphics card was strong enough, right? If you had a gaming laptop, you could potentially mine like, I think a Bitcoin a week or something like that. Now, you try to use a laptop now, take you probably about 20 years of your laptop going nonstop every single day to make a half of a Bitcoin. Now, here's Mystic Rick's numbers of truth. 1 hash per second is what GPUs measure mining rates in. 1 kilo hash is 1,000 hashes. 1 mega hash is 1 million hashes. 1 gigahash is 1 billion hashes. 1 terahash equals 1 trillion hashes. 1 petahash equals 1 quadrillion hashes. And 1 exahash equals 1 quintillion hashes. On May 11th, 2021, the Bitcoin hash rate dropped from 168 exahashes down to 58 exahashes. 110 exahashes lost in just the matter of a couple weeks, the largest loss of Bitcoin hash rate in history. So what do you mean that it's just FUD, that it's all fake news? It's not fake news, as Mystic Rick just showed you the truth. Now, for those who are interested in coaching, you know, in Bitcoin Trading 101, I myself am not a crypto coach, okay? I just do more of informative lives to teach you guys stuff and to reveal truths to you. But Ryan Matta is a channel you definitely want to go check out and get signed up for his $9.99 course. You will learn more in that course in 1 month than you will anywhere else in over a couple of years. So I really encourage you guys to stop by Ryan Matta's channel and get signed up for his crypto coaching. Now, we can actually go and look at some live stuff here. Yeah, Crescent, you will. Gramdacious, what's going on? What's going on? Again, can everybody hear me okay? The music isn't too loud or anything like that. I want to make sure everyone can hear me clearly. Hayden says, what do you think about playing the bounce to the upside on the trend line UMA is following? You don't need the UMA. Thank you, Samantha. All right, so again, as you guys can see, I drew this myself. This is, you know, my little creation. Now, again, the reason why I say if we go below this, it's going to bust out of the bottom of the symmetrical triangle. This is such a rare phenomenon. It normally comes with historical like crashes. Because we have so much manipulation in the market, there is an opportunity for the exchanges to let the long positions run it up and then to crash it on them, right? Now, what are you seeing right here? RSI is attempting to cross above the 50. It's right at the 50. Okay, what do you see what happened last time it crossed the 50 northbound? That's when we had that spike up to 35,100, and that was early this morning. Okay, and it came right back down. So that's an instant rejection. That's why price went up and right back down. Again here, what happens when it goes north of the 50? You have a massive pump, and I can measure that pump out for you. Right here is when it goes above 50, and over the course of 2 days, it would pump 11%. So that would be a nice, that would have been a nice juicy gain if you exited the trade on time. Again, we have one right here. Okay, price would pump 4% over the course of 16 hours.
Advance your auto at Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest locations. See store for details.
Again, when it goes across here and doesn't face immediate resistance, right, an immediate rejection above the 50, okay, price would pump a total of 12.97, so 13% over the course of 2 days and 4 hours. So does this phenomenon make sense to everybody that I'm explaining it to you? Okay. Basically what this phenomenon states in layman's terms is when you have back-to-back symmetrical triangles that have both of them have lower low tops and higher high bottoms, and they are coupled with an RSI that at the halfway point gets trapped into a symmetrical triangle, making lower highs and higher lows, it is indicative of a nasty crash. Oh, look up in the top right corner. Oh, we're watermarked. Or bottom right corner, we're watermarked. Gramdacious. Hey Sam, what's going on? Yeah, anybody who stopped by Da Vinci's channel, I mean, I even showed you guys proof that the file is in my computer, right? And then I showed you that way before he quote unquote found it. Yeah, Gramdation it's a good confirmation that stuff's about to pop off. So this sideways action is not just going to continue all the way to the date of July 28th. Okay, it's not. So we will not be trapped inside of the red box by July 28th. What's going to happen is, as of right now, it's not looking like it wants to test the top again, right? Which we could, right? We have resistance on the bottom. We could come up and test the top. If we set a lower low top again, it's going to come out of the bottom of this triangle. And so that's probably the headed direction, okay, to attempt to retest the primary target range of 28K, right, of 28K. And then the reason why the secondary markdown is important, because this range right here is where the last little bit of hope and support is for it's right here. It's that last little bit of hope and support for Bitcoin before coming down to complete the base of the mountain. And why is the base of the mountain significant? There's a CME gap in there. Okay. And 95% of CME gaps get filled. Okay. If they don't retrace it to catch it on the upside, they will catch it on the downside. So hopefully everybody's learning something today, because again, not only am I here to bring you the truth, but I'm also here to reveal the, you know, the hidden truths from you guys, you know, to you guys, as well as go over some different projects, go over price analysis, go over some of the ecosystems. So I really hope that this chart is making sense. Oh, and by the way, I scalped me two shorts the last couple days. But again, I trade in this region because I'm experienced enough to do it. Okay? If you're not experienced enough, stay out of the range of confluence. Okay? It will get you wrecked. Because even if an experienced trader gets in a little late, okay? For instance, if I got in a little late on a daily trade, then what am I gonna do? I'm gonna drop down my time frames and turn it into a scalp trade. Does that make sense? Good. I just want to make sure everything is making sense to everybody. I don't like moving on if someone doesn't understand. We are definitely going to change music here because this is about to drive me nuts. It's like Zelda EDM. There you go, Roy. Yeah. If it's a no trade zone, it's a no trade zone. Now, so I always love to check on learning. I think checking on learning is important because what am I doing this for if you don't truly understand it other than me explaining it to you? So can anybody tell me how I was able to measure out the exact secondary markdown or the reaction rally retest zones, and how that measurement just happens to line up with confluence right here, right? You see these rejections up here? Actually, I'll come over here so you guys can see it more. Okay. It's just so much in the, well, this will be easier. Okay, if you look up here, you see there's confluence up here and rejections. That's right at the top of that level. Can anybody tell me what this measurement came from and how I'm able to make such accurate predictions on direction of price or possible resistance? Does anybody know the answer? Good answers, but not quite. So I'll show you here. The entry into the trend of the symmetrical triangle, I take that from the top. Okay, I take that from the top and I come straight vertical until it intersects with the downward trend line, or the bottom of the symmetrical circle. Okay, actually I need to straighten it up. It's not quite vertical yet. Get in there. There we go. Now I take that and I take it here, and what do you see? And then I move it up. Now, the reason why this one's shorter here is because we're not going to go straight to 48,000. There's a whole lot of resistance up there. Okay. And why are they called reaction rallies? They're a failed attempt to retest all-time highs. Okay. They're a failed attempt. Some people might know them as relief rallies. Okay. So a reaction, if you hear the terms, a reaction rally and a relief rally are the same two things. But do not confuse them with a euphoria pump, right? A euphoria pump is, for instance, Zcash coming out the gate and running up to $5,500 and then crashing back down to like $100. Oh, that just makes me want to throw up hearing that. Hayden, yes, it can be considered a bear flag. So you could almost consider a double bear flag, right? You have your bear flag 1, bear flag 2. However, focus on the massive bear flag, okay? Focus on the massive bear flag, the macro, okay? What happens on the macro level is still more important than what happens in micro time frames. So for now, consider this as a double symmetrical triangle pattern with both in congruence on lower low tops and higher high bottoms, and they are now followed by a RSI that's trapped in a symmetrical triangle. Hey, what's going on, EOD Vet? And so for those that didn't quite understand what the hash stuff I was showing you, right? That's the speed at which Bitcoin is mined. Okay? The higher the hash rate around the world, the overall hash rate, the more difficult it is for you to mine it. That's why years and years ago, a simple computer or laptop could have mined Bitcoin, right? If our smartphones like we have today right? If the S21 existed in 2010, you could have mined a Bitcoin off of it in probably a couple weeks. Hey Danny, what's going on? Welcome in, welcome in. Everybody make sure to hit that like button so everybody get a chance to see my content. And so why that's important is because when hash rate goes up, the difficulty goes up. Not only for your specific mining rig or your computer or your mining farm, but also because as hash rate, overall hash rate goes up, the price to mine a Bitcoin goes up. Because now your GPU has to work harder and longer for less Bitcoin. Okay? For less Bitcoin. So right now, Bitcoin is not worth its price tag of 32,440 or 34,225. It's actually worth more like 15,225.
From the team that brought you Unsolved
Right?
Murders,
If hash rate dropped by over half,
in the Parcast original series,
then what does that tell you?
Crime mysteries. Every Wednesday, you'll wade through the details of a heinous crime, track the
That
ups and
the
downs of
actual
the
value
investigation, and
is
ultimately witness the closure of a
worth
seemingly
less than half of what it is
case.
now, right?
From Parcast, check
So,
out the original podcast, Solved Murders,
mining
and Crime
issues
Mysteries,
are a
available
lagging
for free
effect
on
on the
Spotify.
market. Okay? Hash rate is a lagging effect on the market. Exactly, Gramdacious. Lower difficulty to mine equals more mining, which equals lower overall value. Off topic, SNX, Comp, Aave all pumped 15% over the weekend. Any ideas on if those are indications of a rally on Bitcoin? No, because Bitcoin doesn't follow altcoins. What makes altcoins run is the major players that run the market cap of altcoins taking off, such as Ethereum, Binance, okay? And then your meme coins move independent, right? What I mean by that is Dogecoin pumped before everything else did, and Dogecoin dumped before everything else did. Okay, so your meme coins are different. But again, when did the altcoin market really pump? Was it when Bitcoin pumped? Or was it when Ethereum pumped? And which altcoin is basically the mob boss of the altcoin market? Ethereum. Aave and all these coins, it's literally just coming from people that are following certain influencers, and they're rallying, they're FOMOing into DeFi projects. And when I say FOMO in, I mean you literally have people that would go to a bank, get a $10,000 loan, and go spend it on Aave. And then the market dumps and they get wrecked. Oh, I can imagine, EOD vet. The way they've drawn this out seems like they are trying to decouple alts from Bitcoin. That's what the influencers want, Danny. They want everything to break off from Bitcoin because they know Bitcoin's power to literally pump the market and tank the market. So what I mean by that is Bitcoin can rise in price faster than altcoins, and it can also recover faster than altcoins. Okay? If Bitcoin pumps, let's say 20%, altcoins may only pump 10 to 15%, if that. Bitcoin dumps 30%, altcoins, may go 35 to 50%. So Bitcoin has a lot of influence over the altcoins, right? And if you notice right here, right, when it dumps, it can go right back up, but altcoins are still stuck down here. Okay. Every time Bitcoin takes a massive shit, it makes it that much more harder for the altcoins to recover. But Bitcoin can recover within hours, as you can see on this candle, 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 right? Bitcoin can recover a lot faster than altcoins. Does that kind of help guide you to more of an understanding on that? I hope that helps. Awesome, awesome. Now, actually a lot of your altcoins have already completed my mountain-based theory. Okay. A lot of them have. And the ones that haven't yet, what's holding us in this triangle? Bots. It could be, but it also has to do with politics from BitBoy. You know, for somebody that says he screams he's tired of institutions and whales and corporate manipulation and crypto, but yet he keeps making videos inciting more of them to get in, right? Just like CryptoFace said, you invited the devil to dance, so don't complain about what they're doing. Grayscale, couple countries, MicroStrategy, Chase Bank, Goldman Sachs, PayPal. At one point, PayPal was buying like 9,000 Bitcoins a day. Not kidding. All right, so let's take a look at Yep. Well, if Bitcoin comes down to retest its primary target range, it'll drag Cardano under $1. Okay, because that would be let's say if it does it right here on the 8th, right? That would be a 16% drop for Bitcoin. So we're going to look at Ethereum. Okay. You guys see this this trend line I have set here on the 4-hour. Okay. So it still hasn't quite broken it yet. And the 4-hour is a good time frame for Ethereum. In terms of trading, if you are holding long term, then this doesn't matter to you, right? Because your dollar cost averaging in, okay? Unless you're just some major idiot that went and got a house loan because you listened to BitBoy talk about ETH to $85,000 before the end of the year. You keep believing $85,000 if you want to. Look, man, it couldn't even hit $5,000. Why are we talking about $85,000? Why are we talking about $27,000? Why are we talking about $10,000? How about let's have a goal of 5,000, and then we can scale up our reasonable expectations. That's how you get your followers destroyed. So right now it's bounced 1, 2, 3, and it looks like it's gonna attempt to bounce 4 more times. Okay. RSI. This drop came from RSI double topping. If RSI goes below the 50, okay, if it goes below the 50, then it's gonna break this trend. Okay, if you notice, since we went above the 50, we have pumped. We came down to retest it, but it met double resistance, right? 1, 2, and came right back above it. If we go below it and there isn't immediate resistance, right, at about 44, then expect a plunge to retest about 36. Okay, and it will come down and retest this confluence right here. Okay, and that would be about a 12% drop. And you could also bring a this is another confluence zone, which it's already crossed through, right? So it's still on the upside. Want to make sure I get this right for you guys. Okay, this is going to be your next zone of confluence. Okay, so if you notice, it's been stepping up the ladder and then coming sideways, stepping up the ladder, and it retested and broke down, but it was a head fake, right? It was just a head fake, and now it's back above. So the desired pattern is to keep stepping up, okay? But a rising wedge is actually a pattern for a bearish drop. Does that make sense? Because if you look here, we still have my drawer, right? We have still been setting lower highs, and I'll draw that out for you guys so you can see it. I'll make them yellow, right? So you got one here, okay? That way you guys can see that that we've been coming down. So this is how you can draw stepping down the ladder, okay? So in order to understand stepping up, you have to understand stepping down.
We've reached into the vault and re-recorded the very first Kids Bop album. That includes Y2K classics like I Want It That Way, What a Girl Wants, Bye Bye Bye, Oops, I Did It Again, and many more.
See how the naked eye can catch that? Okay. This is part of what, you know, helps make good trades, is being able to see stuff like that, right? So you have this attempted V-shaped recovery, but a V-shaped recovery needed to be right here. We're still on an uptrend, but a rising wedge is also indicative of a breakdown. That help everybody understand what's going on with Ethereum? Hey, thank you, ELD Vet. Thank you, Samantha. You're very smart, Samantha. Hayden B, little old lady strategy. Dollar cost average. 60, 70, 80, 90, 95. Hell, there's some coins that are 100% off. I wouldn't trust them. But there are some that are 100% off. Sam says I'm holding ETH at 180 from the pandemic. Oh, 680. Oh, nice. So what I'm looking at right here on ETH, right? The blow off looks like it happened in altcoins, okay? Because look at that. In a matter of 16 days, ETH went up $2,190 in 16 days. Right. So when you set a trend pattern like this, right? Whenever it decides to break below it, let's say if it breaks through, let's say if this is going to be the zone where it breaks, you know, it decides to break through the bottom. So you can always break your quadrants up like this, right? Quadrants are a great idea to let you know which sector that the price is in, right? Are we going to continue up and break the pattern, right? If it breaks it, then the first level of test is going to be right here, okay? Now, the reason why you can draw your line out is because your Fibonacci tool, which you can use your fib retracement. Okay, so your first level of retest is going to be $2,600, and because it's met resistance there once, twice, and as well over here, it's more likely to see a rejection at $2,600 before shooting up to, you know, retest 27 and 2,800. So the way my mind works, You know, of course, I have a really high IQ. And so when I see patterns, when I see formulas in my head, right, I'll keep going until I can solve it. There's no resting. Exactly, you have to DCA at key levels, right? You can't DCA when a coin is only 10% off. Right. See guys, the blow off top didn't happen in Bitcoin this time, it happened in altcoins. Let me see if I can. Right, I want to show you guys something. Look at this. Right? Look at how much Shiba dumped from. Okay? Shiba dumped 86%. Those you guys. Don't trust a coin when one person holds 60% of the total supply. Dangerous. Dangerous. And what I meant by knowing the difference between a reaction rally and a euphoria pump. I don't know if it'll actually show the full history on Zcash on here. Wonder if it does have its full history. We need to go to the weekly. Yeah, see, it doesn't have Zcash's full history on here. But Zcash actually okay, it's just not gonna work. What's going on here? There we go. So if we go to max, okay, it was actually 5,500. But imagine going from 5,500 down to $48, right? In a matter of just, I mean, wow. You got wrecked. So Zcash is still 96% off. It's actually more than that. It's more like 99% off its all-time high. Does it mean you can't make cash in it? No. Right? If you bought it last March at $19 and sold it at the peak of this rally for over 300, yeah, you made some great money, great profits. And then if you look at Shiba, right? Look at how much Shiba was up from its all-time low, and what I mean by that is when it hit this peak right here, right? Shiba was up 15,463,162%. Why would you chance it? And actually, this was the most profitable short in crypto history, to my knowledge. It's just disgusting. Yeah, and I mean, think about it. How long has some of these influencers been telling you Bitcoin to 300K, Bitcoin to 500K, Bitcoin to 200K, Bitcoin to 400K, Ethereum to 40,000, Ethereum to 27,000. Now it's Ethereum to 85,000, you know. Bitcoin's still going to 100K by the end of the year. Look, I showed you guys the actual truth on the stock to flow chart. Okay, the stock to flow doesn't have Bitcoin projecting $200,000 or $100,000 until 2024. And what's in 2024? The next halving cycle. So even if it got up there, it can't sustain it. Right? It can't sustain it. It would look something just like this. It go up, it come down. Okay, laws of physics still do apply here, right? Look at this. What goes up too fast comes right back down. Never fails. Because what does it do? It spikes RSI, it peaks out and crashes. RSI dips too fast, it comes right back up. Look at Solana. Solana. I don't want to look at the weekly. Look at the daily. So Solana is just like floating in open space right now. So that's my quadrant for Solana. If you guys want to copy that quadrant, you can. I don't care. If it breaks below that, look for a retest of I'd say look for a retest of $29. The reason why I say $29 because confluence there, there, oops, there, right? So if it breaks downward, look for it to retest $29. If it breaks above, look for its first stop to be to retest $39. Sup, Kusama, could this keep going? I don't believe so. Well, this is the thing. It doesn't matter what project you're in right now. BTC takes a dump, it's gonna get nasty for everybody, right? Samantha, again, it depends on what you're trying to do, right? If you're looking to get massive profits, I wouldn't be dumping any massive amounts of money into something that's not more than 60% off of its all-time high, right? So for instance, right now, Solana is only 40% off of its all-time high. The time to get into Solana to DCAN would have been during that crash where it got to 67%, and over here on June 22nd when it was 65% off. Okay, once it came back up the ladder, that's not the zone you want to buy in, right? And the reason I say that is because I'll draw out the base of the mountain for Solana. Okay.
Alien Theorist Theorizing is a comedy podcast where the alien theorists theorize about space, aliens, conspiracy theories, and the supernatural. Tap the follow button to start listening to Alien Theorist Theorizing free, only on Spotify.
This is your base, okay? And so $18, which it missed it by $1, right? It missed it by $1. Okay, so, and then you see how it come down 1, 2, 3 times. It will come through and complete the base of the mountain, right? Now, I'll break this down for you. All of this, okay? All of this is your macro accumulation. This is markup number 1. Or let's go with the arrow. Markup number 1. Micro accumulation. Markup number 2. This is your distribution, okay? That's your distribution, your macro distribution. It's markdown number 1. All of this is your micro distribution, okay? And so your markdown number 2 is going to be another retest of the base. Does that help everybody understand how my theory works? Yeah, no problem. Triple DLV1. So what's target for ETH and Maker after big dump? Well, I'll pull up ETH for you on my where is it? Pull up Ethereum for you on my mountain-based theory. So each pending retest will be $1,000. Okay, that's where the base of the mountain is for this run. And as you can see, my theory is proven. If you go back to 2017-2018 run, you have your crossing for your phase, your peak, the retest closes the base of the mountain. You even had the reaction rally, peak, retest the mountain. check out XRP, same thing. 2017, 2018, you have your cross, your peak, then your retest of the and completing the mountain. You have another reaction rally, peaks, retest the mountain. 2019 again, peak, closes off. 2020. And so we were only cents away in this run. Okay. So for Ethereum, it would be $1,008. It's okay, you'll have another shot at Maker. I tell you what people really missed. This is the one that everybody missed. Okay. At one point, Yearn Finance is as low as like $700, $800. Imagine missing out and it ran all the way up to $94,000. Yeah. But we haven't had blow off top in the cryptocurrency market yet. Are you shitting me? Look at how many times it reached oversold and still kept increasing in price. Or excuse me, overbought. And still kept increasing in price. This was bound to happen as a result of this and this. Now, does anybody else need this before I get rid of it? Okay. Does anybody else need this before I get rid of it? Undo that. Grab the wrong one. So let me know if anybody needs this. Take a screenshot or whatever it is. Or if you want me to send you the file. Okay, if you screenshot, I mean, it may work. But you know, just warning you, the video does have a you can probably see it down here. It does have a watermark. Gramdacious. Wesley, yeah, I can look at Uni. Damn Da Vinci. Like, you see what I put as the title of the video? Straight out of shill. They don't have anything else to shill. They're starting to steal content. So on this date, Uniswap had a low of $13 even. It missed the base of the mountain by 27 cents. BTC crashes that back down to 28 cents. It'll pull it right through it. Now, just because a coin completes the base of the mountain does not mean it can't go past it, and it does not mean it can't have an immediate bounce off of it. Okay, it's just a little disclaimer. So grand lowest price. Let me take a look at Maker. Okay, so actually, because it can be plus or minus 2 to 3 days, so you could use the base of this support, but you know, we could use the middle of it, and then you have one, two, one, two. But I mean, from peak price, well, it was 69% off, so you could have dollar cost average in. Right now, it's 56. Darn it.
Hey, I'm Xavier Jernigan. I host a new Spotify podcast called The Window. It's a series of audio diaries from people around the country.
So if you look at the daily, right, we still have that downward trend that has not been broken on RSI.
What we'll do is we'll play music,
Okay.
and the kids will be dancing, and of course, one is laughing at the other. I'm laughing at the both of them. They say laughter is good for the soul, right?
Tap right now to listen for free on Spotify.
You had your initial micro double top, didn't even make it. Micro double top, a macro that then turned into a triple top. So everything they're showing you when they say, oh well, you know, there's nothing indicating that you know, the bull run is over. I'm just like, will you guys shut up with that crock of shit? And I'm going to be dropping some absolute fire for you guys probably tomorrow. It depends on when I finish it. There's a new project on the Cardano network I'm going to be dropping. You can't find it on the databases yet, so but it's going to be some absolute fire. So I want to go back and look at this 4 hourly. So looking at this, right, we've just completed our M and it's looking to make a W. Just keep an eye out on that RSI, but the formation could have been broken too, right? This could have been the completion of that W. Remember, what's an M eventually turns into a W. So this does not mean that you guys do what I do, right? Because this is not, and of course it sucks I have to say this on the videos, this is not investment advice, this is not trading advice, it's just for entertainment. That's where I'll get in at once we break below it. If RSI comes back over the 50, I'll open up like a scalp long position. So I'm keeping an eye on that RSI right now on the 4 hour. Hey Jeremy, what's going on? How you doing? On Safe Moon? Yes, Hayden, and unless it's, like I said, something ridiculous like Zcash, right? Zcash is like 99% off from its all-time high. It's the only way Zcash reaches $5,000 again is if, you know, Ethereum went to like $500,000. It's not even have Safe Moon on here. Yeah, it doesn't even have Safe Moon on here. I mean, it's got Safe Moon Ethereum, but it's not the right one. I keep doing that. Let's see here. We can come over here and look at it on here, I guess. Man, it's 0.000003. Let's look at the 7-day formation. Let's look at the weekly. Ugh, that is disgusting on the weekly. I mean, Safe Moon's already 70%, 72% off its all-time high. I mean, if it's something you want a dollar cost average into, but I'd be careful, right? Altcoins like this could still fall down to 99%. Let's look at the monthly. It's still on a nasty, I mean, right? The V-shaped recovery was a failure. The rounded bottom was somewhat of a success, but I'd stay away from putting any more money in it. And it's probably too late to take profits unless you took profits up here, right? I'll give you guys a little preview of what's coming. You guys want a preview of the content that's coming? You guys want a preview of the content that's coming? Just drop a yes please. Yes please, a hell yeah. You're drinking a beer right now like Stone Cold Steve Austin, then comment hell yeah. Boom. There's your preview right there. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. All right. You guys think about that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, the swaps blow up. I mean, some of your main ones are going to be, I mean, look, for instance, look at what Uniswap did, right? Look at what Sushi Swap did. Look at what Pancake Swap did. Right, Panther Swap will be another big one. Look at Cake, or Bake, right? Bakery Swap. So it'll be big. You guys see this stalling action we have going on right now? Let me look at the 2-hourly. Jeez. Let me come down to the hourly. Like, it's just doing nothing right now. Right, again, this is that, this is a no trade moment. Okay, it's a no trade moment. Unless you have enough money where you're scaling in for a possible double top.
That's why there's nationwide. That's why there's nationwide. Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
Why go to a burger joint to buy chicken
So I would just
KFC and try our new Kentucky Fried Chicken sandwich.
and that goes for other altcoins too, right? Because if Bitcoin's gonna tank, the altcoin's gonna tank with it. So
on the KFC app for just $3.99.
hold off.
May vary, tax extra.
Unless you're super experienced and you're scalping on like for instance like a 15-minute, and then you're actually, you know what, let me take this one back to my 4-hour, guys. I hate messing up my chart, especially after I made it all purdy for you guys. So we'll come over here and look at it on the 15-minute. Ugh, it's just disgusting. Right, so if you're a scalper, this is how you're looking at it. The RSI set higher high, or excuse me, price set higher high. RSI was setting lower highs. Price is setting higher high. RSI setting lower high. You get in. Got your juicy short. So this garbage right here, I wouldn't touch it, right? Wouldn't touch it. It's just, I mean, it's just not any, I mean, like, what do you call that? Like a predator? Doesn't it kind of look like the predator face? See? You got your little eyes right here. Right? Did that big ass head it has. Here's your dreadlocks. Right? We call that the predator. I better stop. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, Grimdacious, that's right. Yep. Learn to trade in the interim until you're confident. Well, hey, be ready to catch that new content tomorrow, and I really hope you guys are enjoying the lives, okay? I hope you guys are enjoying the informative videos that I post. My hope is that every time you guys come in, you learn something new or you learn something different, right? We can learn from each other. That's what different perspectives are for. That's what makes us human. That's what makes us so awesome, right? That I can teach you something and you can teach me something at the same time, because you should be learning until the day that you go in the ground, right? The day you stop learning but you're still alive is the day that your humanity is dead. But I definitely hope everyone was able to take something away from this tonight. Please make sure to hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Bring more people in to see the perspectives that I show, right? And it's not just all about coming to my channel. Believe it or not, I watch every last one of Kirby's videos, Ryan Matta's videos, right? I watch every one of Ivan's videos. You could teach me Turkish? Oh, that would be awesome. I'd love to learn Turkish. I speak, well, I know enough German to get around, right? I can speak Spanish, patois, pidgin, English, some French, and then I also speak, you know, a little bit of Norwegian. Hey, Big Great Beard, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in. So, hey, make sure to catch the Sunday swap video. I'm going to be dropping that. Oh, nice, Grimdacious. I really appreciate it. Well, I've had a lot of time in school, Samantha. I mean, you could imagine how long it takes to get 5 degrees. And 2 of them are from a very, very difficult school, Purdue University. Yeah. So if after you watch the content, for those of you who need to rewatch it, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, make sure to leave them in the comment section, and I will do my best to try to respond to them. Okay? If you guys hate the music, comment you hate the music. If you like it, that's fine too. Okay? And hopefully the next live session, as I do more research, I can find something else that helps you guys learn a little bit more. But that's all I have for today. Mystic Rick is out.